Hi, I'm Suntosh Kaur and I'm going for the role of SU President.
My name's Mike Flanagan and I'm running for SU President.
So I've got four main key priorities that I want to focus on if I'm elected. The first one is accessibility. I want to take the SU back to the students. So from more officer engagement to more pop-up shops around campus, making it more student focused and transparent. The second area that I want to focus on is facilities. I want to lobby the university to invest in more seating facilities around campus. For example, in a media factory where a lot of the students tend to sit on the floor. Also want to look at lobbying the university to invest in quiet spaces or faith rooms for students, as well as looking at increasing the book allowance. The third area that I want to focus on is financial hardship. I want to continue working on the hidden course costs for students as well. I want to look at reducing the library fees, simplifying the bursaries and looking at lobbying university for printing credits for students. And finally, the fourth area that I want to focus on is parking. It's a big issue, a lot of students talk about it, but I want to look at setting a scheme up with the university to look at like a park and ride scheme for students, as well as making sure that the parking is a key priority on the master plan with UCLan.
You'll find things like wanting to tackle toxicity on campus. I want to look at getting the union outside of the building, actually going round to the different schools and stuff like that. Because the union does a great job, but not every student can actually get to the building. So I've got a Get Out campaign, which is get our union on tour, hopefully get more engagement from students, which is what I really want to see.
I think the biggest thing for me, because I've got that previous experience of being an education officer, I think for me is making that difference with students, and it's part of my manifesto. And it's actually working with students more. So I want to be out there talking to students, finding out what the issues are and actually dealing with those issues, because that's where I found from my previous experiences, I've really enjoyed it when I actually realised that I was making that difference with students.
Well, like I said, engagement. The union provides a lot of great services, and I want to see students have all the opportunities that I've been fortunate to benefit from, to improve career prospects, to try new things and just make student life a bit more enjoyable, even though it's pretty enjoyable already.
I believe that students should vote for me because they vote for somebody who's passionate, I've got that experience, I've got the political will and the drive to actually make changes and make life easy for students on campus.
I'm both experienced in terms of different areas of the union. You know, I work on the union bar. I've been a representative in various roles for the past couple of years, but I'm still a bit of an outsider. So I come from a small school of humanities, and small schools like mine, which sometimes get left behind. So I want to make sure that representation gets dragged across campus. I think I'm the ideal candidate for that.
It was actually Joel Cunningham who actually inspired me to run for, it wasn't this position, it was actually running for the school president position many years ago. And I just remembered her telling me how passionate I was and how eager I was to actually support students. And then from being a course rep, school president, and then moving on to education officer, I think it's just something which I really enjoy and I just don't want to leave. I want to keep supporting students, keep working with students and keep representing them as well.
I don't want to sound too cliche, but students, from the first day I became school president 2 years ago, I've met a lot of fantastic students, heard a lot of great stories, been able to help them out, and I kind of want to spread that out as much as I can.
So for me, it would have to be the Mulan character. First of all, I love Disney movies, love watching them with my little boy, but this character itself just represents somebody who's not afraid to stand up to the truth, who's not afraid to fight for others and on behalf of others as well.
This is my object. This is a guitar that was given to me when I was 14, so prior to the age of 14, I had never really engaged in music before. It's a bit of a funny story. One of my uncles, he came over for Christmas dinner and he was a little bit piddled, he had a bit too much to drink and he completely forgot to get me and my brother a present, and he lived over the road at the time, so he was like, right, in a slightly inebriated manner, bobbed out, came back over and gave me this guitar. It's been a bit battered and bruised over the years, and occasionally when I plug it in and play it, it does electrocute me. Not like where I end up in hospital, but like a pleasant little shock kind of thing. But you know, I learned to play music on this, and at the time I just started getting into art, and it just kind of boosted my creative side a little bit. And you know, whenever I'm chilling, you know, it just helps ease my mind or just keeps me occupied.
Vote Suntosh Kaur for #1 SU President.
Vote Mike Flanagan, #1 President.